In Russia, wild bear attacks are becoming an alarming threat, especially in regions like Kamchatka. This year alone, bears have broken into homes, destroyed food storage units, damaged beehives, and attacked campsites, causing over $2 million in property losses. Villages have reported bears wandering freely through the streets and destroying fences. These bold incursions are forcing residents to invest in costly barriers and emergency defenses just to stay safe. With bear territories expanding and food scarcity pushing them closer to human settlements, how can Russia reduce these destructive encounters? Let's explore in this video. Hunting lions with a gun is one of the most dangerous and brutal challenges a hunter can face. It requires not only powerful equipment but also nerves of steel, perfect timing, and deep knowledge of the animal's behavior. Unlike prey that flees when hunted, lions can strike back fast, powerful, and with deadly intent. That's why every decision, from the rifle you carry to how you move through the bush, can make the difference between life and death. It's not just about pulling the trigger but understanding the moment and being fully prepared when it comes.
Good shot.
Choosing the right gun is the foundation of a successful lion hunt. Most experts recommend .375 HMH Magnum as the minimum caliber, though many prefer heavier ones like .416 Rigby or .458 Lot for superior stopping power. These rifles are designed to penetrate thick muscle and bone, delivering a lethal shot even when the lion is attacking. Ammo also matters. Soft point or bonded bullets are ideal because they expand on impact but still go deep enough to hit vital organs. A weak bullet won't stop a charging lion, it will only make it angry.
Skid om. Okay, ngồi. Okay. Thank you.
As you close in, the rifle should naturally come to your cheek, forming a straight line from your dominant eye to the front sight or scope. However, when hunting lions, scopes must be used with caution. Too much magnification narrows your field of view, very dangerous when tracking an animal that can run 80 kilometers per hour toward you. Many experienced hunters prefer low-power scopes, 1 for X, or even iron sights for quick target acquisition. Your point of aim should always be on the lion's front body, near the shoulder or lower chest, ready to shoot as soon as the animal reacts.
Great shooting, man.
I wasn't aiming the last two. This
One of the best strategies for bow hunting bears is using elevated tree stands. Setting up near natural food sources like berry bushes, fish-filled rivers, or fallen logs full of insects can give you a clear view of bear movement. From above, you're out of their sight and scent, giving you time to observe. Calmly and take your shot without being noticed. It also boosts your safety, since you're less likely to be surprised at ground level.
Okay, let's wait a bit, and it's good shooting.
So, no, put it in his neck. Put it in the neck. Okay, shoot him, reload. Take him. Okay, good. Okay. Hold on. Good shot, man.
better go find those shells. Awesome, buddy.
For the most experienced and courageous hunters, stalking on foot is a method few dare to try, but it can work. You move slowly, using thick forest cover and the wind to stay hidden. Every step is calculated. The goal is to get close without alerting the bear, then wait for a perfect broadside shot from... from 20 to 30 yards away. This approach demands nerves of steel, expert tracking skills, and the ability to draw your bow silently under extreme pressure. Above
Okay,
all, every
let's
step,
go.
every grip, and every trigger pull must be in sync. Hunting lions with a gun is not a moment of chaos but one of controlled aggression, calm, and perfect technique. Your rifle is more than metal and gunpowder, it is an extension of your awareness.
Okay, then you got it. Another shot. Reload. You got you.
When your breathing, stance, and shooting all connect with purpose, you are not just hunting a lion, you are commanding the most dangerous hunt on earth. Do you think lion hunting is dangerous? Or do you have a better method? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for the next hunt.
Take him.
Deep in America's remote forests, bobcats were once elusive shadows, rarely seen. But times have changed. Today, in the suburbs of Texas, Florida, Montana, Maine, and Vermont, these wild predators are venturing out of the woods and onto the fringes of human settlements. Climate change, wildfires, and the destruction of their natural habitat are to blame. Deprived of food and water, bobcats now lurk dangerously close to farms and residential areas, leaving behind damage and financial losses of up to $50 million annually. Local authorities have come up with an interesting solution, so follow along to find out what it is. Daniel, a native son of Vermont and a lifelong hunter. Vermont is home to an estimated 3,500 to 5,000 wild bobcats, and their increasing presence near farms has caused concern in the local community. Recently, I received a special call, an invitation from the state's mayor himself to join a government-sponsored mission to stop the bobcat invasion. It was a rare opportunity to hunt without the red tape that hunters dream of. For this hunt, I had equipped myself with a .243 Winchester, a precision rifle known for its flat trajectory and minimal recoil, ideal traits for targeting fast, stealthy animals like bobcats. The high-velocity rounds ensured accuracy at both close and medium range, allowing me to react quickly to any sudden movements. Every element of this hunt, from the rare legal freedom to the tactical gear, was geared toward one mission: protecting Vermont's farms. Unlike larger predators, bobcats rarely pose a threat to humans, making this the perfect opportunity for a solo hunt, just me and my loyal hunting dog. Armed with a small caliber rifle and accompanied by my well-trained dog, I began tracking a faint trail left in the fresh snow. About an hour later, a soft bark from ahead signaled that the dog had found the target. A mature bobcat emerged from the woods in the distance, moving quickly but silently. It paused, ears twitching, eyes scanning the area, perhaps sensing something unfamiliar. I squinted, aiming at the bobcat's chest. A single shot tore through the cold air, and the animal collapsed into the white snow, falling still in the absolute silence of the deep forest. At the edge of a leafless forest, I quietly set up my hunting post. The forest was silent. Then, in the silence, from a distance of nearly 300 yards, a majestic lynx emerged from the brush. Its body was large and muscular, its coat a smooth blend of fawn and pale gray that glistened in the pale light. It did not hurry, it sat gracefully on the ground. My heart pounded. I carefully aligned the scope, my finger tight on the trigger. A clean shot tore through the still air, straight into the lynx's chest. It collapsed in silence. A rare and powerful encounter, captured in a breathless second. On the vast, sun-drenched plains of Texas, where the climate fosters a thriving agricultural industry, there is an often overlooked predator, the bobcat. My name is Oliver, and I own a poultry farm here, but recently the peace of my land has been shattered by a series of stealthy nighttime raids. Frustrated and determined, I took matters into my own hands. One evening, I stood on a low, flat hill with a perfect view of the chicken coop. I spotted a silent bobcat, moving closer to my target. I raised my rifle, aimed, and fired. Boom! It went down instantly. I had killed a cunning predator.
Said it.
That's a big cat.
He jumped up and was moving.
The strange cry from the sounder echoed through the woods once more, this time attracting another predator. Another adult bobcat slowly advanced, its sharp eyes scanning the underbrush, its ears twitching in confusion as it tried to locate the source of the strange call. These solitary creatures, known to roam territories as large as 50 square miles, rarely appeared in such close succession. But this one was drawn by instinct. As it drew closer, curiosity overriding caution, I steadied my breathing and raised my rifle. With a single, precise pull of the trigger, the silence was broken, and the bobcat fell, motionless. Under the cover of darkness, when most creatures retreated into silence, the lynx set out to hunt, its eyes glowing like distant headlights under my night vision scope. It moved with such uncanny precision that not even a rustle could betray its presence. This elusive predator had turned my peaceful farm into its hunting ground, leaving behind a silent scene of devastation, scattered feathers, broken cages, and the corpses of pets that once roamed free. The image haunted me, fueling an unwavering resolve. I took my position, my fingers steady on the trigger, my heart pounding with determination. In a controlled breath, I squeezed the trigger. Hit, the lynx lay motionless on the ground. I stood in front of a bush on a grassy hill. Suddenly, out stepped a huge bobcat, its golden fur glistening in the sunlight, and its body much larger than I expected. This was no ordinary bobcat, it was a dominant male, probably over 40 pounds, a veritable apex predator in the area. My heart pounded with excitement, but my hand remained steady. With calculated precision, I aimed and pulled the trigger. The silence was broken, and in that instant, a ruthless cattle killer was stopped.
Favorite adult cocktail. And man, here you go. Tom. Oh, yeah. Shot at her. See if he's in 5 yards.
Here we are. What a small Tom or poodle.
Just as I was packing up to leave, the unexpected happened. A bobcat appeared. It moved cautiously and warily. My heart pounded, knowing how elusive and cunning these predators were, capable of wiping out an entire chicken coop in a single night. Without hesitation, I raised my rifle. A single, accurate shot broke the silence, and the bobcat fell instantly. It was a perfect end to the hunt, a testament to patience, timing, and being ready when the opportunity presented itself. Activities hunting bobcats with guns deployed in a controlled manner. The situation has completely changed, damage reduced by more than 85%, wild lynx density decreased to 70%. A survey in Vermont found that nearly 90% of farmers trust and are absolutely satisfied with the effectiveness of this method. This is no longer simply an act of self-defense, it is a precise and decisive counterattack to regain life for the U.S. agricultural industry. Climate change is causing ecosystems to change at an alarming rate, and all creatures on Earth, including coyotes, are in a battle for survival. Their natural food sources are gradually depleted and their traditional habitat is shrinking, so they turn to livestock farms to hunt, causing countless problems for humans. A female coyote can give birth to 5 to 9 cubs at a time, making population control an urgent issue. This population explosion, coupled with environmental stress, is fueling a wave of conflicts between humans and wildlife. So what have Americans done to solve this problem? Follow us to find out the answer. In the United States, especially in states like Texas and Oklahoma, hunting coyotes by helicopter is an effective method of controlling invasive species.
And he's even gonna go in our direction.
Helicopter hunting allows for faster and more effective target identification and elimination than traditional methods. Under federal law, helicopter hunting is only permitted when legal requirements are met and landowners have consented.
Okay.
The most common helicopter used is the Bell 206 Jet Ranger, a light, fast aircraft ideal for low-flying over fields and brush where coyotes roam. In terms of firepower, hunters typically use AR-15 style semi-automatic rifles chambered for .223 Remington or .22-250 ammunition. With its wide coverage and quick response, this form of hunting is far more effective than traditional methods. When the aircraft takes off, it flies at an altitude of about 10 to 30 meters at a low speed to easily observe the ground. Coyotes often operate in large fields, sparse forests, or grasslands disturbed by agricultural activities, where they can easily access food sources from livestock, poultry, or animal carcasses. From the air, the pilot and gunner look for signs of movement. Herds of coyotes running across the fields, gray dots gliding quickly through the bushes. Once the target is identified, the pilot skillfully controls the helicopter to approach, maintaining a stable speed and altitude enough for the gunner to easily aim and shoot. This is the most stressful moment, both ensuring flight safety and requiring high accuracy in each shot. Accurate shots will immediately neutralize the prey, minimizing pain and wasting ammunition.
Oh, beautiful.
Soaring over the vast plains in a helicopter, this method of hunting is expensive, an average of $800 to $1,200 an hour, but the effect is unparalleled. The whirring of the rotor blades instantly alerts the coyotes below. Sensing danger from above, they speed across the terrain, weaving through brush and grass. But speed alone is not enough. From their vantage point, the aerial gunner has only seconds to react. A well-aimed shot cuts through the air, and in the blink of an eye, a coyote is down in the ditch. The hunt is on, and the sky is both vantage point and weapon. But this was no isolated encounter. One by one, more coyotes emerged, drawn from their hiding places by the disturbance. The pilot kept a close eye on every shadow below. Soon, the sound of rifle fire rang out in rapid succession. Each shot told the same story, another predator down. In less than 30 minutes, 20 coyotes had been killed, demonstrating just how effective aerial hunting can be against these elusive animals. Curious about how these flights were coordinated, or what weapons were approved for this rapid-fire action? follow the trail, because the story is far from over. High above the vast, sun-baked plains, the helicopter became a hunter's eye in the sky, offering a panoramic, unobstructed view of all movement below. From this elevated vantage point, even the most cunning coyotes hiding in the grass could not escape detection. Their usual camouflage was useless against the precision of aerial surveillance. Once they were spotted, a rapid, controlled rhythm of fire began, each shot echoing through the air. Within seconds, each target collapsed, motionless, to the ground below.
Good job, dog.
The method is not without controversy. While guns provide precision, they can also harm unwanted targets, and the ethics of predator control are still hotly debated. Helicopter hunting isn't for everyone. It requires strict regulations, expensive equipment, and advanced training. Despite my skill with the rifle, I don't meet the aerial criteria, so my coyote hunts remain on the ground. I recently responded to a call from Jack, a Texas farmer whose flock of lambs was wiped out overnight by a pack of aggressive coyotes. Ground-based coyote control is essential, as unchecked populations cause millions in damage to farms across the United States.
That was awesome. Beautiful Colorado dog. That is pretty. And he's got to have.
The frozen hill was silent, a sea of white, with each breath turning into mist in the cold air. From about 200 meters away, a shadow moved, just behind a bare, leafless bush. It was a coyote, cunning and alert, its movements almost undetectable against the snow. I knew there would be no second chances. My heart pounded as I held my rifle tight, timing my breath with the trigger. The shot went through the silence like thunder, sharp, decisive. In the next heartbeat, the predator collapsed in the snow, a black shadow against the blinding white. A split second had decided everything. Coyotes are masters of the night, stealthy, cunning, and highly adaptable predators. They don't strike at random. Instead, they wait until the world is quiet, when farmers are asleep and sheep are most vulnerable. That's when they move, silent shadows across fields. Understanding their behavior, I prepared for a night hunt, stepping into their pitch-black world of silence. Every sound resonates louder under the moonless sky, where the difference between hunter and hunted is often only a heartbeat. Armed with night vision gear and a steady hand, I track their movements inch by inch, blending into the silence. Then, the moment came. I spotted the faint outline of a coyote prowling near the edge of the pack. A soft squeeze of the trigger broke the silence, and with that, another predator was stopped before it could strike again. After tracing the faint tracks on the ground and determining the wind direction, I chose a high position with a panoramic view of the forest edge. Not long after, from among the short grass about 100 meters away, 2 coyotes quietly poked their heads out, sniffing around. They had gray-brown fur, looked alert, and moved slowly toward the sound of their fellow coyotes. I took a deep breath, steadied my heart rate, and held my breath. When it stopped, turned sideways, the ideal moment to fire, I pulled the trigger. There was a clean crack. The bullet whizzed through the air and hit the coyote in the chest. Startled, it staggered a few steps, and then collapsed on the spot. I fired another shot, and another. But it was no success. The remaining coyote had escaped. I knew it would return. These predators were creatures of habit, and the open pasture in front of the barn was the perfect place to lie in wait. Then, sure enough, one of them appeared, lean, alert, and sniffing the air for signs of its next meal. I aimed carefully, waited for the right moment, and fired. The crack of my rifle echoed across the field, and the wolf fell instantly.